Happy Pride Month, everybody. This is going to be my... There's probably no relation to this in the video. I just wanted to say that since it's the 1st of June, of course. So I'm going to be using this drawing application on the playdate called Fineliner. My friend Calcium sent me the itch page for this application, and I just grabbed it, and now I'm going to use it. Now here's the thing though. This is not my first time using Fineliner. On May 26th of last week, I tried to record me using this, and I did. The recording is there, but my microphone audio never captured. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get in the Fineliner. Okay, so it didn't erase my drawing from last week. That's interesting. Okay, so today's prompt is crane. So I just gotta erase everything. Oh, there's a presentation. Ah, I wish I knew that. Oh well. So I'm cranking it right now. And like... okay, I gotta crank it really slow to undo. So when I was making this drawing last week, this crank would is the only way to undo something, and I have to like be very gentle with how I cranked it. If I just wanted to undo one line, I would have to open it, nudge it a little bit, then close it, and in the result it would undo like 2 or 3 lines. There goes the book I worked so hard on. Damn. Alright, so let's draw a crane. Alright, so I got the construction equipment and the animal. I was going to draw the animal, but the construction equipment probably works better with what this application is. But I'm just going to go with the animal. I'm just going to make a goofy crane. Okay, so how am I going to do this eye? It's such a small thing. I'll just do it like that. That's the eye. Where do I want to go next? I guess, I could go from here. I'm just going to try and replicate the reference image I'm looking at just to give myself a little bit of help. Oh, Joe, I kind of don't want there to be a line for the neck right there. Let's see what I can do up there. So you've probably been able to tell how this application works. It kind of works like an Etch-a-Sketch where you have a continuous line connecting everything together. So there's going to be some lines intersecting in some places where you don't want. And I am fully aware of that. However, I want to see what I can do to mitigate the line. And judging from what I'm seeing here, there's nothing I can do. So it looks like there's just going to be a line at the bottom of the neck, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, so in my reference image, there's a wing in the way of the neck. So I'm going to try and draw that. Okay, so it bends up like this, kind of. Kind of wish the cursor wasn't there so you can actually see what I was looking at. Is there a setting here? Doesn't seem to be. Let me check the itch page. No, the only thing the itch page says is grid-based drawing mechanic. Make art using continuous lines. So it's just describing the game out, But yeah, let's go back to this drawing. There's nothing we could do about the hand, but that's okay. So something I do for my Secret Santa events is telling all my friends who participate that they shouldn't worry about making things look perfect. And you know what? The same thing should apply to me here. It doesn't matter if things look weird or wrong. It's just the way it is. You know what? Yeah, so this line's going to be rising up a little bit above its beak, but that's kind of what it looks like on the reference image itself. You know what? This drawing, not the best. I'm gonna do it. Alright, let's start again. I'll use a different reference image. There we go. Off-center drawing yet again, but it is what it is. Now I just gotta carefully make my way over to the bottom. Okay, now imagine those two are two separate legs. Or I just have it be one thick leg, you know? I'm gonna try and get a little horizon line in the background. This is gonna be great for that side. On this side, it's good! Let's go! Let's go! I'm gonna add a little border around the piece as well, just to give myself a cool framing device, but also just hide a lot of the scenes, just like geometric clouds. There we go. Yeah, I really just wanted to add this border here so I don't have to like have a bunch of sloppy lines everywhere. Just make it look good while also serving a utility, serving a good use for me. So there's some clouds there. I should also add some waves in here. How do I do that? So this is my crane piece. I added 2 clouds in the sky, added a little horizon line, I added 3 lines where water should be. Oh, there's like a very thin landmass in the distance, actually. Let's see if I can add that. Yeah, there we go. Alright! I'm gonna take a screenshot. Would you look at that? Today's prompt, crane, and I made myself a beautiful piece, honestly. I'm really happy with how it came out. I hope everybody watching thinks it's a good piece. I have such a hard time talking. I don't know why. I work in retail now. I have to get used to it. Alright, so this is the final drawing. I'm really happy with how it came out. I got the 2 clouds in the sky, I got the waves in the water, and I got that little hill in the background there. And on top of that, the crane looks great. Like, I have the thick leg there, or 2 legs, however you want to see it. There's a border around the whole thing, so you can interpret that however you want. The crane's head and neck came out really well. The beak, I made it really wonky looking, but if I've been showing you the reference image the whole time, you'll see why it looks like that. It looks good. In the reference image, there's also 2 more cranes, but I didn't want to draw those. I'm really sad the first recording didn't pan out. It was my first time using Fineliner, and like, I wanted to show off how I got to them where I did. And I do have the recording of it. I have the Playdate capture, but I wanted to show off my initial like thinking process and my thoughts, but it just never got captured, despite OBS telling me I was. My settings were all over the place. The other reason I was a little bummed about is because that was my first time recording off of this computer in this kind of way. I had made recordings on this computer before for like small tests and stuff and capturing capture card stuff, but my little Linux computer right here running Pop OS, that was its first ever true recording, and oh well. Thank you for watching the video. I will see you whenever I decide to make a video for whatever reason. I will end it off by just showing the screenshot I just took. Have a happy Pride Month, everybody! Woo!